comes to your diet or disease, there's a big thing that I think people forget. And that's, sometimes it's okay to cry. Sometimes it's okay to fall apart. It's literally part of everything. Sometimes when you fail at a diet, you're hopeless. You're just like, I can't do this anymore. Sometimes when you fail at a workout, you feel like you're not going to get any stronger. Sometimes when you get disease, you want to blame yourself. All those things are okay. Because eventually you're going to have to learn to get over them. If you can't learn to get over them, you're going to be stuck. And it's like, there's going to be someone that says, no, it's not okay. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to break down. But what you have to understand, if you're going to have those moments, after you're done feeling bad for yourself, after you're done wondering why you're going to have to pick your ass back up and you're going to have to start again. And if that's from step one or halfway, then so be it. But it's not okay to hold it all in and start getting mental problems because of these issues. It's just like some people hold anger back or their sadness back so bad that they end up hurting someone or hurting themselves because they don't know what else to do. You need to let that out. You need to explain. If you're in a bad situation and it's upsetting you, you need to let the person know. Obviously, there's manners and let them know. Punching them in the face, probably not the best idea. Or breaking down on someone just coming out full-blown crying. There's limits to everything. But you have to understand that life is going to hit you. And it's going to keep on hitting and hitting. And you're going to have to understand that if you don't fight back, it will take you. And it's just like, it's crazy because people say, oh, it's easy for some people. Yes, it's a lot easier for some people to take life. It's a lot easier for some people to hit rock bottom and start going back up. Some people hit rock bottom and that's it. They're done. Their life is literally over. And that's unfortunate. And it's like, that's exactly why I'm doing these daily vlogs. Because if I could stop somebody that's already hit rock bottom or about to hit rock bottom and get them to go back up, then I'll do it. I don't care if my life's worthless. I don't care if I amount to nothing. If I can save one person's life with these videos, I'll do it. Hell, if I have to do this for 5 years, then I will do it for 5 years. But we seem to teach society now that it's not okay to break down. It's not okay to cry. It's not okay to feel bad. And it is. It's okay. And it's just like, it's so sad that we teach little boys and girls that there's some rules you have to accept. And it's just like, no, don't tell your son that it's not okay for them to cry or feel bad, or it's not okay that they feel a certain way about a situation. You need to explain to them there's right and wrongs. And I'm like, a lot of times they're learning from you. If you're a bad parent, and it's just like, you have to admit sometimes that you're a bad parent. And it's just like, every parent has their bad parent issues. It's just how it is. And I'm like, same thing with the little girls. You teach them, you need to dress this way, you need to be this way. And it's just like, that's not alright either. Let them be themselves. Let everyone just be themselves. And it's just like, obviously there's a certain point where you can't be yourself. Like if you're the Hitlers of the world and whatnot. But it doesn't also mean that you find those people and you beat them to death. And it's just like, you have to teach them. It's like, if you're not willing to teach, it's like, aren't you part of the problem? It's like, if you're not willing to teach the little boy or little girl why they're racist or why their disease is okay to have, then you're part of the problem. If you mask them and say, oh no, hide your disease, hide why you're sick, don't let people know, it's not okay. Explain to them it's okay to be sick. It's okay to have these problems. And it's just like, eventually that little boy or little girl will become you. And it's like, if they're okay with what they have or what they're doing, then they'll learn to help other people through that. And it's just like, why do you think hatred's so easy to teach people? Because people will back up hatred because they're scared. They don't want to challenge that person. If you practice more happiness and sanctity, it would eventually be passed on over and over again. And it's like, but we don't do that. It's just like, we kill the Martin Luther Kings. We kill the people that preach good things. And it's just like, hell, it's like, even though somebody does something bad and they reverse it and they start doing good things, we still knock them down. It's just like, hell, look at social media. When somebody does something good, like save someone's life or raise money, people will go back and find a racist tweet or something they said 15 years ago, 10 years ago, and it's just like, they might not be the same person. I'm not saying it's okay that they said that, but it's just like, what, you're willing to ruin their lives because they said something, but they changed? And I'm like, everyone can change. It's like, even the sickest of sick people, and it's just like, we're willing to tear those people down and destroy them because of what they were. And it's just like, it literally happens every day. And it's like, we tear down the sick every day. Like, oh, look at the way that weird person walks, or the way they talk, or the way their arm flares around, or, ugh, I can't look at that person's face, they're ugly. And it's like, we all do it. And it's just like, it's not okay, but it's just like, everyone's gonna act their own way. So it's just like, you gotta figure out what's right and wrong. And first step is, if you have a problem, figure out what those are. And your disease or your obesity isn't the problem. Your disease is something you can't control. Your obesity might not be something you can't control yet. You see how I said yet for the obesity? Because the disease is something you can't control. If you're obese because of the disease, you need to figure out how to change that disease. And if you can't, you got to figure out how to get rid of some of those symptoms. And it's just like, people aren't willing to do this. Like, oh, well, my disease is the reason I'm fat. Well, my disease is the reason I'm slow. And it's just like, you know what? You might be slow or you might be fat, but be less fat than the person next to you, or be less slow than the person next to you. And when you can teach everyone that's slower than you how to be faster than you, and then you have to start being faster than them, that's when the happiness circle keeps going round and round and round. And it's just like, I know I'm going on a tangent, but it's like, I see this every day. And it's just like, I teach the kids that I work with that when somebody calls them weirdo, say thank you. If you're not being weird, most of the time you're not being yourself, because somebody's always going to find something weird about you. And it's just like, and it's like, I teach them, it's okay. But I'm like, I teach them when there's something that they say or they do that's not okay, such as a racist slur or calling somebody retarded or gay. It's just like, I'll teach them that. I'll say, hey, there's many issues that with that saying. And it's just like, some people are going to say, oh, well, religious matters. They say it's not okay to be gay. Yes, if they're a religious standpoint, there's certain things you can't argue with them, and they're going to learn. But there's things you can teach them, like having an open mind, like you can believe in a God, but still respect other people's wishes. And it's like, I guess that's more of what I'm trying to tell you is, start understanding your issues and helping everyone through those issues. And I'm like, and when you can start doing that and start listening, you'll start changing the world, video by video or word by word. So try to start changing little by little. It doesn't have to be big leaps. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday.